Hello everyone, welcome back to 19th lecture of microcontroller course. So in this lecture I am going to explain about interfacing of analog to digital converter with 8051. So analog to digital converter is a digital device which converts the analog input voltages into different 8-bit digit format for 8051. If it is 16-bit microcontroller, it will converts into a 16-bit information, digital information. So main agenda is to convert analog input voltages to digital output bits. So I'm not going to cover the basic concepts of analog to digital converter. So different types of analog to digital converters available, but I'm going to select the analog to digital converter of ADC0808. It is a 8-bit successive approximation analog to digital converter and with the pin 28 pin package. So here is a pin configuration with the different 8 inputs, analog inputs. So analog input from 26, 27 and 28 pin with the input 0, analog input 0, analog input 1, analog input 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 7 inputs. Analog inputs will cover from 1 to 5 and 26 to 28. And SOC, that is starting of conversion in the pin 6, and EDC in 7, pin number 7, nothing but or EDC or EOC in the pin number 7, that is end of conversion. And the output pins with respect to the data lines, that is data bits, that is DB0, DB1 and DB2, DB3, DB4, DB5, DB6, DB7. So 7 data bit lines to represent the bits, output bit, and address latch enable, because the data and address line both are used here, therefore latch is required. So address latch enable control pin is used here, and ABC control pins, and output will be displayed, that means output enable is connected to the pin number 9, which will enables the output, and clock supply to the this A080 ADC through the pin number 10, and the power supply, that is VCC, will pass through this pin number 11, and ground is in 13, and some reference voltages from the pin 12. And this is a structure of interfacing of 8051 with analog to digital converter of 0808 ADC. Here the different, that is 7 input analog inputs are fed to this controller device or analog to digital converter, which converts. So once the inputs are connected to this one, it will sense the control signal, one control signal, whether 804 AL, that is this IC is to convert the process or not. So for that 8051 will send one control signal, start of conversion. So once this control signal come from 8051, it will converts all the input or any one particular inputs of the analog voltages to a digital binary bit pattern. So output enable gets enabled. After that, once the conversion will complete, it will send one signal to 8051, that means the conversion was completed, and data is transferred. Output data will be digital bits will be transferred through the data line DB0 to DB7. And EBC address lines which are connected with a pattern, that is, if address line particular which input we need to select, which need to convert, that means here the 7 analog input channels are there. So through the one particular channel we need to, one information we need to convert into digital format. Therefore, for example, I want IN2. So for during that condition, IN2 bit pattern is address line pattern is 010, that is ABC. So ABC through this control line 010 signal will be sent by your microcontroller, and so IN2, that is input, analog input from the channel 2 will be selected and it will be converted into a digital bit pattern. So likewise, any one analog input will be selected and converted into a digital information based on these selection lines. And here is a simple program, assembly language program for the conversion of one analog patterns. That means each time we need to, because we know that for conversion we are using the port pins of 3.3, port 3 in 8051 microcontroller. And next concept of interfacing, that is a step power motor control program, that is interfacing of 8051 with a step power motor. So step power motor is an electromechanical device which converts electrical energy into mechanical movement. So this step power motor will be used to convert an electrical energies into mechanical rotations or a movement. So two basic things we need to note down in motor, step power motor, that is, one is the rotor and stators are the two major parts of the step power motor. So the rotor is nothing but a permanent magnet which rotates the shaft, and in this figure we can see that this is a rotor, this is a permanent magnet which has poles of north and south, and stator is nothing but some electromagnets on the stationary positions. These won't rotate, but only rotation can be done by using this rotor only. So this will rotate the shaft, different shafts are there, it will be get rotated by the application of particular voltages. So rotor is nothing but a permanent magnet with the rotating shaft, and stator is nothing but a electromagnets placed in the steady state. So electrical pulse will be applied to these electromagnets. So different types of stepper motors are available, that is single phase or two phase. So single phase is nothing but energizing it depends upon the phases will be depends upon the application of the electrical pulses. So if I apply the electrical pulses to the individual electromagnet, so that type we call it as a single phase. If we are energize the two electromagnets at a time, we call it as a two phase step power motor. So in one phase single phase step power motor, I need to energize any one electromagnetic magnet at a time. That means if I apply the electrical pulse to this electromagnet, so rotor will start to rotate one complete rotation, and because of electromagnetic induction property it will get repelled. So because of applying the electrical pulse for this particular electromagnet 4, and opposite electrical magnet for magnet 2, which makes the continuous rotation of, that means after applying the electrical pulse to this magnet, so it will apply the electrical pulse to the another electromagnetic pulse, another electromagnet. So continuously we need to supply the electrical pulse to the electromagnet, make this rotor to rotate one complete rotation. So that means, so first energize this stator 1, and then to stator 2, and then to 3 and 4. Likewise, this is circulating the electrical pulse to the stator, make this rotor to rotate. So this rotor will gets rotate by application of single phase. So in case of two phase, it is center tap arrangement. By the application of the electrical pulse to the two magnets or electromagnets, which makes the rotation for the rotor. That means these two electromagnet will get energized and make this rotor to rotate in opposite direction, and application of the or energizing these two electromagnet makes the rotation of this rotor. So two phase electromagnet or stepper motor type. So excitation table is there, that is excitation table is nothing but by the application of electrical pulse to the two different electromagnet, make the stepper motor to run. So D0, D1, D2, D3, D4 are nothing but, D3 is nothing but different coils. D0, D1, D2, D3 are the 4 electromagnetic coils. I am going to energize D3 and D1. So this will makes one complete rotation, and D2 and D0 is make it as a 0. That is two phase stepper motor is energized by giving electrical pulse to D3 and D1. So for that a particular code will be there, and that is 04 and 09, 05, 06 and 0A. That is combination of energizing electromagnetic pulses in the different position. So we will get the different X code. So if we will pass this X code, then only your stepper motor stators will get energized, and you will get the certain rotations. So step angle and step revolution and rotations per minute are the important terminologies used in stepper motor. Step angle is nothing but angle which rotor moves when one pulse is applied as an input to the stepper. By the application of electrical pulse to the stepper or a stator, for one time if we energize the stator, it will move to a certain angle. So that angle, so in order to complete operation, it takes 360-degree angle. So in order to move it to an one angle, how much electrical pulse we need? So that is nothing but a step angle. That is amount of input is required to make rotor to rotate one angle. That is called a step angle. So step revolution, that means how many step angles are needed to complete one revolution. For completion of one rotation, we require certain number of step angles. So that step angle is called nothing but a step revolution. Rotations per minute is nothing but measuring the frequency of motor, which measures the number of rotations per minute. This will define the speed of any stepper motor or DC motor also. And the interfacing of stepper motor to 8051, which is connected to some TTL pattern to connect to the port pins to rotor or a stepper motor. And this is a program how many rotations we required, you need to mention the counts and load the values to the dptr, and 04 to the r1, and dptr is transferred to the accumulator, content of accumulator, and then port will get energized, that is p0 with the accumulator value, and write the delay program l call delay. I'm not going to mention how much delay you required. So increment the dptr and decrement the r1 value and r0 value, so until unless it will repeat the process. This is about the step or motor working function.